Gemini Earn recently raised the interest rates that are offered to people who decide to use the Earn program, where you loan to so-called accredited, sophisticated institutional investors like Genesis. Should you use Gemini Earn? I would say absolutely not. In this heightened risk environment, I've talked a lot about this risk that people are taking when they choose the Earn button on whether it's Gemini or some of these other decentralized exchanges where you basically are loaning out your crypto. And I've just read Gemini's legal agreement. If you use the Earn program, you are absolutely not guaranteed to get any of your money back. In fact, basically in the agreement it says once you choose the Earn program, the money is leaving Gemini's custody, and it's just basically going to be in the custody of the borrower. And anything can happen once it's in the custody of the borrower. They might decide that they are not able to pay, or they make a big risk, and it's just not possible to pay back the loan. So people who are choosing to use the Gemini Earn program, it's one of the most risky investments that you'll ever make. And the sad thing is that almost nobody is even aware of this. They think it's actually a risk-free thing, like a CD account or just earning money in the bank. And the truth is, they can lose 100%. In order to get that 2 or 3% they get for letting Genesis, which is the only borrower on the Gemini Earn program. So in exchange for getting 2 or 3%, you are literally taking the risk of losing 100%. Does that actually make sense? And I just recently read the Gemini legal agreement. It's a very favorable legal agreement for Gemini, because basically they said their rights are limited to their principal. They're basically helping you connect with a borrower who can borrow your crypto or stable coin, and basically that's it. If the borrower decides not to pay for whatever reason, well, tough luck. In fact, Gemini is not even obligated to try all that hard to get the money back. So why does Gemini participate in this program? Basically, Gemini gets a piece of the interest, obviously. So if you're getting 7%, you can be sure that Gemini is also getting like a 1 to 2% as well. But unlike you, they are not taking any risk. So if the borrower doesn't pay back, the only risk to them is that they just don't get that interest as a result. However, you are the one who is taking the risk that the borrower doesn't pay the money back. So that's something to keep in mind, that you're really taking a huge risk that you're not able to even foresee when it will happen. I mean, you could say, oh, well, I probably could predict when it's happened. No, I don't think you can. And that's why I would never use the Gemini Earn program ever again. I know it sounded like it's such a great idea when it first started, but then when we started seeing the problems with Celsius and Voyager and all these crap companies, basically, where they loaned the money out to someone they thought was sophisticated, like Three Arrows Capital, it just earned it in tears for a lot of people. So let's focus now from this point in time in terms of limiting risk. Let's not do risky things. I've actually told people over and over again that I sold my crypto earlier in the year. I know people are still bullish on crypto. I'm not. If you think about it, the whales who tend to invest in crypto, they're not buying any crypto. What does that tell you? That the people who really are very sophisticated when it comes to crypto, they're not buying right now. And I think I know why. It's because people who tend to buy crypto, they would choose to wait until the Federal Reserve makes their U-turn and they start to actually at least stop raising rates or actually lower rates. And that's going to help things a lot. And in this environment where rates are going up, you really are in for, it could be any moment where crypto crashes. And I think that's when we start to see these big problems with the Earn program, when the money is loaned out and the risk is that the borrower will not be able to pay you back. So let's limit risk and let's not do stupid things. If you have crypto, you might actually think about taking it off the exchange, because the exchanges are very risky in a bear market. It seems like they have no clue how to handle risk, how to mitigate risk. In a bull market, it seems less risky. I haven't really heard about big problems in a bull market, if you think about it. But let's focus on what makes sense, and it makes sense to lower your risks. Anyway, that's my update for today. Please subscribe and hit the like button, especially if you learned something from this video, and I'll see you in the next video.